Hi. If you guys remember me, I was the masked teenager. And, my last episode, I picked up a box in the woods because I was just sleeping in the woods, because why not? By Milliken Beach, where Andrew Fox and Max fought, and so on. If you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie. But in the box, I found this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Steam controller. If any of you don't know, the Steam controller is for the Steam Machine and the Steam Link. What the hell is a Steam Machine? Well, Steam Machine is basically a more casual PC, but you can't upgrade the parts, so it makes it useless for, a PC gamer. The Steam Link, well, it's streaming. It's not like Google Stadia, if you know what that is. It's streaming from your actual computer to your screen. I actually still have my Steam Link, surprisingly. I just need to get a new AC adapter for it, which is a power outlet. But mostly it's just been sitting on the shelf. However, the Steam controller is one of the few controllers that I still use the most. Why? Well, I don't know. Just look at it. It's weird. And also, at the time, it was the cheapest controller, like $50, which is kind of better than most controllers, which are $80. That was a voice crack. I got the Steam controller the same day I got Dead by Daylight, 2016, October 27th. The Steam controller launched with Big Picture mode, which not a lot of people are a big fan of. It's still not bad, it just needs an update. With a few reworks, the Big Picture mode could be cool. Big Picture mode is just another way to launch Steam in a controller faction. You use the Steam controller for it. So another main feature about the Big Picture mode and the Steam controller is the amount of customization that you can do with the controller itself. You can set every button on this controller to work. So the main thing about the Steam controller is, or the main problem with it, is the learning curve. So one joystick and two touchpads. And also, if you move it around, it makes a sound. So when I move the joystick, it picks up as a joystick, but when I move the touchpad, it picks it up as a mouse. So we're gonna fix that. If I hold down the Steam button, it brings that. So we're gonna go to controls and we're gonna change that. So we're gonna make it work. So it's gonna feel like a touchpad still, but it's gonna input as a joystick if I do it like this. So that's it. So I don't like how it's RB or R1 to jump, so I feel like it's more comfortable for these. So I'm gonna change that. So I'm gonna keybind the left one as well to the left one, to left B. So now I can hold this down to run around. Hold this down. So I can just hold it with no hands. Well, no hands, but you get what I mean, right? Oh, and the cool thing about Big Picture mode is you can go on the community and see how they made their controllers work. Xbox, the Steam controller, someone made a Steam controller one. You can literally make any controller work on here if you try hard enough. Let's try a game that isn't made for a controller. Well, Call of Duty is a bad example. But it will pick this up as a keyboard and mouse. So you see right here. Now another thing is, you're probably wondering, what does this do? This is gyro controls. For a few of you people that don't know what this is, it basically turns your controller into a motion controller. We can either put it so that it only moves the camera if I'm holding the touchpad down, right or left, or click, or bumper. Yeah, holy crap, this is actually a lot of stuff I did not know. I did not know about soft pull. But for the sake of it, I'm going to put it on white pad. I want to up the sensitivity to the same. So now, I can play Call of Duty gyro controls. What's there? The only thing, here's the problem with the controller that you would use with gyro controls. It makes that sound. It even does that when you're moving the touchpad. So World War is a fairly old game, not made at all for the Steam controller. Let's try another game that wasn't made with it in mind. So that's the Steam controller. I think it's a pretty good controller, but not for every game. It's only a certain amount of games that I really play it on. But then again, if I want to play like those certain games that works better with this, I can just use a mouse and a keyboard. And honestly, people overhyped the Steam controller at the time when it came out. Like, oh, it's gonna be the best controller. There was a lot of Steam controllers, like people using it. But then when they realized they can literally just plug in their other controllers they bought for their console, well, they could just use their controllers. Not the Steam controller, just use their own controllers, like the PS4. The most popular at the time was the Xbox 360 controller, and then it went to the Xbox One controller. It's just crazy how that happened. And I kind of think that people are kind of overhyping the Steam Deck. But then again, if Nintendo didn't screw up their, so-called Nintendo Switch Pro, nobody really paid that much attention to the Steam Deck. But, yeah. It didn't stop me from, reserving one. But mine won't be here till summer. So, sad, I know. But yeah. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I'm not even a teenager anymore. I haven't been a teenager since literally 2018. And that was before my birthday. From now on, I'm not being called a nasty teenager anymore. At least when I review with this. Honestly, I don't even know what to call myself. I think about it sometimes, I just think... Yeah, it's just that. I can't think of anything. I do have one in mind. Just the Mask Reviewer. That's it. Because the Masked Teenager just doesn't cut it anymore. But yeah, when I do reviews like this again, well, I'm just gonna be called a Mask Reviewer.